Now at 6, a mass shooting over the weekend in Toledo.
We're going to have multiple victims.
Having multiple victims, 5 shots.
Gunshots go off near one of Toledo's most well-known festivals. 12 people shot. Tonight, we're hearing from one of them.
When they started firing, I kind of looked to the side and I felt something jump up and hit me.
A band was on stage performing right as it all happened.
And I'm like, get down, get down. And so we're all staying down. I see so many people just running and screaming.
What began as a weekend of celebration has left this part of Northwest Ohio shaken. Breaking news coverage starts right now.
All right, so where are we? We're 2 days out now since the shooting, and investigators are still trying to piece together exactly why this happened.
12 people were shot and rushed to the hospital Saturday. This is a story being talked about not only in our area, but all over the country.
Yeah, our newsroom has been hard at work around the clock to bring you the latest developments in this case.
Team coverage continues tonight. We'll check in with Anthony DeFilippo, Annalise Corneo-Garcia, and Megan Hardnett in just a minute.
But first, we want to get to our Tim Miller in the newsroom. Tim, Toledo police are still looking for whoever fired those shots Saturday night.
Exactly right, Jeff. They aren't giving any updates tonight on how that search is going, but we did hear from the Lucas County Sheriff's Office today in an online post saying TPD is actively pursuing leads, and TPD will be scanning any videos they've received that were taken from the scene at the Old West End Festival, hoping to spot whoever fired shots. They did say Saturday night that they believe 2 shooters were shooting at each other when the 12 people were hurt, and police say those hurt are all stable and are improving. Among the injured are a 14-year-old and 2 16-year-olds and someone as old as 61. TPD is urging anyone with information to call Crime Stoppers at 419-255-1111, and they want people to know they can remain anonymous when they give that information. Governor Mike DeWine said today that the Ohio Highway Patrol assisted at the scene Saturday and made 60 stops and 7 arrests for OVI. He said the shooters will be apprehended.
We have every confidence in the police department. We have every confidence that they will find and be able to arrest the individuals who participated in this. The facts are that the violent offenders is a relatively small number of people who commit these violent crimes, and targeting them and removing them from society is obviously the best thing to do.
We were hoping to hear from Toledo Police and Mayor Wade Kapsakavich today about the investigation. We were told they're all waiting for a news conference tomorrow morning at 10. We'll be there and we will press them for answers. Reporting in the newsroom, Tim Miller, WTOL 11.
Community leaders are holding neighborhood meetings for people affected by the shooting in the hopes of helping them cope. Annalise Corneo-Garcia, she sat in on one of those sessions earlier today. She joins us now live outside of Collingwood Presbyterian Church, where the second meeting is happening. So you had a chance, we understand, to talk with somebody who was shot?
Yeah, Jeff, I spoke with Jim Zaleski, 61 years old, and he says he attended the meeting today where he said people were really shocked to see him just 48 hours after he got shot. He said he was at the Arboretum when this all went down. He was waiting for friends to perform on stage when he saw people running down Robinwood Avenue. Before he knew it, shots rang out and he felt something hit him in the leg, which turned out to be a bullet. During our conversation, he showed me a raw wound above his right knee. He says he was shot about 6 feet away from another victim who he says may have been severely impacted. He says he believes having more empathy for one another is truly the answer to making sure situations like these never happen again.
So I'm already involved in programs and have been that are kind of building that community and trying to bridge the gaps between what society provides for humanity and what humanity needs to have. And that gap is huge in a lot of areas. And I think that we can get there, and the arts help make that happen.
For those who couldn't make it out to tonight's meeting, there are tons of other meetings happening, one especially various throughout the week at the Kent Public Library. We'll keep you posted with the latest on air and online. Reporting in the Old West End, Annalise Cornejo Garcia, WTOL 11.
The thing I'm looking forward to the most all year.
That was a band that was playing at the Old West End Festival as the shooting started Saturday. Anthony DeFilippo spoke to members of that band and joins us live outside of the Toledo Safety Building downtown. Anthony, what did they tell you?
Well, Kaylee, those 4 members that you just saw there are Matt, Daniel, Alex, and Ethan. They're the members of the band Goalpost, and they all told me this is the festival they look the most forward to all year. And 3 of them live out in the Old West End, so they know just how much this festival means to the neighborhood.
This was our biggest show yet. This was supposed to be our biggest show yet.
That's one of the 4 members of Goalpost, the band playing in the Old West End's Arboretum Saturday.
The fest was going great. Seemed like everything was going without a hitch, and then just gunshots, and then people just were running.
The band didn't even realize right away what they were hearing until their drummer stopped playing all of a sudden.
There's a part of the song that we were playing where I have to look back at Daniel, our drummer, and so I did, and all I saw was a rush of people right behind him, and I looked over and I saw the girl right behind Dan laying down.
That girl was one of the gunshot victims. With just seconds to think, Daniel leapt into action.
I got down, and then I noticed the girl right next to me had fallen down, and then she was shot through the leg, and I had a bunch of t-shirts in my drum case, and I was like, all right, it's gonna hurt.
The pandemonium left the members of Goalpost trapped under the gazebo, so they started helping any way they could.
Like locating family, and like seeing who needs help finding their families and stuff. And
directing the crowds.
Yeah, making sure that like who was being like cared for, like was getting the care that they needed.
It was minutes later that Alex learned that her sister had been shot. Luckily, she avoided major injury and is doing all right.
In the hospital, she's going to be probably in the hospital for the next couple of days, but thank God she's alive.
And if that chaos wasn't enough, when the members went back to pick up their equipment later that night, they heard more shots, which our own WTOL 11 crews also heard on Detroit Avenue. They're also echoing the plea from the city Saturday night to any of their fans who may have taken video.
If anyone has anything, everybody has a cell phone, so.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of videos that are photos that haven't been shared yet that could, and if any photo could have the person or somebody responsible in it. So just send anything that anybody has.
As far as some of the other festivals this summer go, they're unsure.
It takes 2 people out of 2,000 or 3,000 to ruin the whole thing for everybody, and that's kind of a freaky thing. That's all it takes.
And all 4 members agree that they're unsure if they're going to attend the festival next year, if it's even held, and that they're going to take a little bit of time to process that decision. In the meantime, if you'd like to watch my full, about 18-minute long interview with all 4 of those band members, you can find it right now on our YouTube page, WTOL. For now, reporting live in downtown Toledo, Anthony DeFilippo, WTOL 11.
Man, truly amazing to hear about them jumping into action. A lot of the stories coming out of the shooting involve bystanders doing just that, jumping in to help. Experts say having basic first aid skills is crucial in emergency situations. WTOL 11 reached out to the American Red Cross, and they directed us to the first aid app that they have. It includes step-by-step instructions for emergency situations so that anybody can jump in to help until first responders arrive.
The only thing I saw was the victims, and I saw a lot of people step up and help. You saw nurses that were registered nurses there already doing the job. You saw first responders get there quickly. You just saw a community coming together to actually help those that were injured.
That was from our interview with City Council President Vanice Williams yesterday. The app also gives instructions for how to help somebody suffering from an opioid overdose or even somebody who is choking.
This weekend shooting near the Old West End Festival is just one of more than 15 mass shootings that have happened in Toledo since 2016.
And while there's no one definition when it comes to a mass shooting, many organizations, including the Gun Violence Archive, define it as an incident where 4 or more people are shot.
Megan Hartnett joins us in the studio tonight to take a look at some of the recent mass shootings that have happened in Toledo. Megan?
I looked through our reporting over the last 10 years and found at least 15 incidents where at least 4 people were shot. There's no set pattern to where these shootings happened or why, but in most of them, no arrests have ever been made. 6 of these mass shootings happened at nightclubs, others at apartments, parks, or shopping centers. In the majority of them, 4 people were shot, if not killed. But in 2021, a central Toledo shooting at a block party left 12 people injured and 1 dead. The most recent mass shooting before this weekend's happened last 4th of July weekend at Agenda Sports Bar, where 4 people were shot. 2 of those victims died. While we continue to learn more about this past weekend's shootings, there are still questions we know you at home and we here in the newsroom have. We have reached out to officials like Toledo Mayor Wade Kapsakavich and Police Chief Mike Trenley to learn more, but did not receive anything from them today. We are hoping to learn more at the press conference Toledo City Council is hosting tomorrow. The mayor, Toledo Police, county commissioners, and an Old West End Festival representative are all expected to be there. We're hoping to learn if there are any updates and what steps the city plans to take to address gun violence. Reporting in studio, Megan Hartnett, WTOL 11.
If you were at the festival, live nearby, or were affected by what happened, we want to hear from you.
Yeah, you can text OWE to 419-248-1100 right now for information to be sent right to your phone.
And don't forget, anyone with information or video that could help police should contact Toledo Police or Crime Stoppers first.